finest families, introduced under the most respectable conditions, in an atmosphere of elegance and refinement. Unfortunately, I won't be able to deliver my usual lightning service, as I have a previous appointment in the village of Yonkers, New York, arranging the second marriage of Mr. Horace Vandergelder, the well-known half-a-millionaire. As my late husband, Defin Levi, always said, that means he's got at least $60,000 cash. But I do guarantee that I will have you carried across someone's threshold before the week is out. I am also available for financial consultation, lessons in the guitar and mandolin, short distance hauling, and varicose veins reduced. He's looking the other way because I'm no good at noses.
Miss Levi, the train for Yonkers is in 5 minutes. If we don't get there soon...
Oh, but we will, Mr. Kemper, and not only will Horace Vandergelder give you permission to marry his niece, Ermengarde, he will dance at your wedding, and not alone either, as I happen to be engaged in finding him a suitable second wife. What he really needs is someone steady to clean his house. As my late husband, Ephraim Levi, always said, marriage is a bribe to make a housekeeper think she's a householder.
I know all about it, Miss Levi. Half of New York says he's going to propose to Miss Irene Malloy this very afternoon.
Which is why I'm on my way to Yonkers this morning, to take care of not only your case, but to knock off 4 lovebirds with 1 stone, or whatever I'll throw at them, we'll see. Oh, well, I don't seem to have any money for my fare. Only large bills, 5s and 7s.
I have some change here somewhere. I just hope this isn't a wild goose chase, Miss Levi.
Oh, speaking of poultry, I'm also available for fresh country eggs, surgical corsets reboned, ears pierced, and pierced ears replugged.
Miss Levi!
I have always been a woman who arranges things know the train for Yonkers is getting ready to leave. Now, go on board, buy us some tickets, get us a window seat and a good hot lunch, and I'll meet you on board. Ephraim Levi, I'm getting married again. I'm going to marry Horace Vandergelder for his money. And I'm going to send it circulating out among the people like rainwater, just the way you taught me. But I need a sign sometime today that you approve. Oh, it won't be a marriage in the sense that we have one, but I will certainly make him happy. I'm tired, Ephraim. I'm so tired of living from hand to mouth. So I need that sign.
Miss Levi.
Oh, sometime today. Yes, Mr. Kemper, don't worry. We're going to get to Yonkers on time. You'll marry Ermengarde. You just leave everything to me.
affair, and it takes a female for setting the table, and weaning the currency, and cleaning the stable. Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you a sweet things in life.
Not what? What did you say? What? Oh, nothing. A word. Heiress. money belt. Now, I could arrange for you to meet this Ernestina this very afternoon.
I ain't got time, Mrs. Levi. I have to take my niece Ermengarde to New York this afternoon until she forgets a certain Ambrose Kemper.
Oh, well, you know, I know just how to handle such things. You just leave that to me.
And then I'm marching in the 14th Street Parade.
Well, what a coincidence. Who do you suppose is riding on the main float? The spirit of 14th Street herself, Miss Money.
All right, Mrs. Levi. I'll meet Miss Money on the main float at the end of the parade. But I still intend on paying another visit to Mrs. Malloy first.
The races you make me run. Well, very well. We'll meet in front of Mrs. Malloy's shop on that bench at 2:30, as usual.
All right. One more thing, though, Mrs. Levi. Suppose I decide against Miss Malloy, and I don't like Miss Money either.
Oh, well, I have another name on my list. A name I know as well as my own. But don't you worry about that. That will take care of itself in time. Oh, wait till you see Ernestina, Horace. She is a vision. She is a dream.
It takes a woman, no matter that big, joyously lay down to the train the sick, and it takes an angel that blood passions, and suffers and dangers, all up in the ashes.
Yes, take You know, Ephraim, I think I'll have this room done over in blue wallpaper. Yes, blue. Ambrose, Ermengarde, come on out here. We have plans to make.
Chief clerk. Promoted from chief clerk to chief clerk. And if I'm good, in 10 years, I'll be promoted to chief clerk again. I'm 33 years old, Barnaby. When am I going to begin to live?
Well, you can live on holidays, Cornelius.
Do you remember what we did last Christmas? All those rotten tomato cans exploded, and you and I had to clean up the mess all afternoon. Do you call that living?
No.
Barnaby, you and I are going to New York.
You mean close the store?
Uh-huh.
Cornelius, we can't do that.
We'll have to. Some more rotten tomato cans are going to explode.
Holy cabooses! How did you know that?
Well, I'm gonna light this candle under them. That's how I know. They'll make such a smell, customers won't be able to come into the place for 24 hours. That'll get us the evening off. We're going to New York, Barnaby. We're gonna spend our money. We're gonna eat a good meal. We're gonna be in danger. We're gonna be arrested.
Holy cabooses!
One more thing. We're not gonna come back until we've each kissed a girl.
Cornelius, you can't do that. You don't even know any girls.
I'm 33 years old. I've got to begin sometime.
I'm only 17, Cornelius. It's not so urgent for me.
New York, Barnaby. Elevated trains. The lights of Broadway. The stuffed whale at Barnum's Museum.
A stuffed whale!
A stuffed whale.
Holy cabooses!
What do you say, Barnaby?
Yes, Cornelius, yes.
Now, the first thing we need to do is to make you financially independent. I know. We'll get you a job. Can you dance?
I'm an artist, Miss Levi. I paint. Miss Dolly Levi. Painters taught her to dance.
Now, there is a man named Rudolph Reisenweber at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant on 14th Street. Now, why don't we send him a note and see if we can't get you entered in the polka contest tonight? This week's prize is a week's engagement and a solid gold cup. Oh, the gold cups we won, Ephraim and me.
Hold on, Miss Levi. No fiancé of mine is going to be working in a cafe
acquaintances in a place like that?
Oh, not acquaintances, but dear, dear friends from days gone by. My husband Ephraim, he believed in life and anywhere you could find it. In the cafes, the restaurants, the theaters. Why, every Saturday night, even when times were bad, down those steps of the Harmonia Gardens we came, Ephraim and me.
It's all sure to come down like clockwork, Miss Levi. But you're asking Ermengarde to work there.
Well, it's the only way to show Horace Vandergelder that we mean business. Now, you go and you tell them that Mrs. Levi sent you. And incidentally, tell them that Dolly's coming back and she wants a table for two and a chicken for 8 o'clock tonight.
The bottom row looks all right, Cornelius. Now hold one of the ones on top. Not too close to swell up like they're gonna burst. Holy cabooses! I can smell them up here.
Come on, Barbie. We're going to New York. Out there, there's a world outside of Yonkers. Way out there beyond this hick town, Bonnie. There's a select
husband's early marriages on top of everything else. Miss Mortimer, returning this hat for the third time. Same old story. She wants more cherries and feathers. Cherries and feathers to catch a beau, I suppose. Although, if you ask me, she'd be better off with a nice heavy veil. Ribbons down our back is what I told her we'd be wearing this summer if we wanted to catch a gentleman's eye. She'd have none of it. Cherries and feathers she wants. On today of all days when poor, dear, sweet Mrs. Malloy has enough on her mind with what? With the door. It's stuck. Stuck? Then push.
show you Yonkers from top to bottom.
Well, I might be there sooner than you think.
Really?
You see, I have a friend who lives in Yonkers.
Do you?
Perhaps you know him.
Perhaps we do.
Oh, it's always so foolish to ask in cases like that, isn't it? It's Mr. Vandergelder.
Horace Van Gelder?
Vandergelder's hand feed?
Do you know him?
No.
Mr. Vandergelder's a substantial man who well likes what they tell him.
Oh, a lovely man, Mrs. Malloy. Just lovely. There's only one fault as far as I know. He's hard as nails.
Cornelius.
Now, I wonder if your friend might like this one.
Cornelius, I think... Look out!
Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. Malloy.
Gentlemen, what are you doing?
We're as innocent as can be, Miss Malloy.
Come on, just a minute. Really, Mr. Hackle, Mr. Tucker, I insist that you both come out of there, lobby, of course, to Mr. Vandergelder.
Mrs. Malloy? You haven't seen Miss Levi by any chance, have you? She was supposed to meet me out on that park bench about 10 minutes ago. Well, she can just go looking for me when she comes. When I make an appointment, I like people to be on time. Here, there's a present for you. Chocolate-covered peanuts. Unshelled. That's the expensive kind. Did I just see you here talking with two men?
Men? Men, Mr. Vandergelder? What would men be doing in the ladies' hot shop? Well, let's go back into my workroom. I'm so anxious for you to see it.
I saw it last week.
So you did. So, Mr. Vandergelder, what's new in the hay feed business? I understand you have 3 friends, all hard as nails.
What?
And if-
What on earth are you talking about?
Yonkers. Here, it's a beautiful city.
And who's been telling you about Yonkers, may I ask?
Nobody. A friend.
What friend?
Well, you see here.
He.
A customer, Mr. Vandergelder. Someone quite well to do, as a matter of fact. He was in here buying hats for the ladies. Perhaps you know him. Oh, it's always so silly to ask in cases like that, isn't it? It's a Cornelius Hackle.
Did you say Hackle?
Why, yes.
He only happens to be my head clerk, is all. Mrs. Malloy, I demand an explanation.
And I'm here to give it to you. Oh, why shouldn't she know Cornelius? Why, everybody in New York knows Cornelius. Why, he's seen here at the opera, in the most fashionable homes. Why, he is seen at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant at 3 times a week.
Impossible. He's got $145.35, and I keep it in my own safe.
You're killing me, Mr. Vandergelder. Why, he's one of the Hackles. They built the canal.
What canal?
Erie. Both.
It ain't the same man.
Well, who took the horses out of Jenny Lynn's carriage and pulled her through the streets of New York? Cornelius Hackle. And who dressed up as a waiter at a hotel and dropped an oyster down Mrs. Astor's? Oh, well, I can't say. Oh, but it was Cornelius. Why, he's the playboy of New York. Now, you can't tell me that you weren't taken with him, Irene, just like everyone else. Dolly, what are you saying? I've only seen him once in my life. Really, hold your tongue. There's a man in there.
What? Now see here, if there's a man in that closet.
Oh, you can't go into that closet, Mr. Vandergelder. Too dangerous?
No certainly will, Mrs. Levi, with a certain young lady on the main float at the end of the parade. Mrs. Malloy, good afternoon.
Mrs. Malloy, I can explain.
I do not wish to hear any explanations. Mr. Hackle, you and Mr. Tucker, leave my shop at once or I'll be forced to call Officer Doherty.
Oh, well, I think that calling an officer is going much too easy on them, Irene. Oh, it's the law courts where these two belong. Why, I have been counting up the offenses that these two have been committing, and you have grounds for at least 2 writs. A non compos mentis and a garnishee. But you need to prove that you tried to solve it amicably, so have dinner with them.
Dinner?
Is that absolutely necessary, Dawn?
Oh, well, that's the way it is with the law. Dinner first, garnishee later.
Well, if it must be. Mr. Hackle, Mr. Tucker, you may take Miss Bay and myself to dinner.
Oh, we're delighted, Mrs. Malloy. I speak for Barnaby, too. I hear there's a lovely restaurant at the railroad station.
Oh, Mr. Hackle, if the Harmonia Gardens is good enough for you and your fashionable friends, it's good enough for us. They say they have a lovely orchestra there, Benny.
Oh, we could go there. It's not the money or anything. It's the whale. It's the whale. It's not the whale. It's the dancing. They have dancing in a place like that. Exhibitions, even contests. And I don't know, it would take me weeks, months, years to learn. Mrs. Dolly Levi, 33-year-old chief clerk's taught how to dance?
Just give me 5 minutes of your time, Mr. Hackle, and I'll have you dancing in the streets.
It's no use. I have absolutely no sense of rhythm.
Oh, well, absolutely no sense of rhythm is a primary requirement for learning by the Gallagher-Levi method. Now, let's start with lesson 7, the waltz turn kick. Okay? Right foot touch, left foot touch, back through, under, around, touch, back through, around, out, over, release, unfurl. Oh, when I think of the women who will find heaven in your arms. Now, let's get back to lesson 1, shall we? With your hand on her waist and stand. With her right in your left hand. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Look! I'm dancing! Well, I was.
You certainly were, Mr. Hackle. Take the someone on your hand. Hold on to her tight and It's been long enough. All these long years, I let out the cat, locked the door, had myself a little rum toddy, and said a prayer thanking God that I was independent, that no one else's life was mixed up in mine. And then one night, an oak leaf fell out of my Bible. I placed it there, Ephraim, the day you asked me to marry you. A perfectly good oak leaf, but now without color and without life. And suddenly I realized I was like that oak leaf. For all these years, I had not shed one tear, nor had I been filled with the wonderful hope that something or other would turn out well. So, Ephraim, I've decided to join the human race. And I want you to give me away. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna taste the Saturday's high.
Mr. Hackle, we've just loved looking at these lights of 14th Street for the past 4 hours. But now perhaps you'd better call a hacker. We won't make it to the Harmonia Gardens on time. Oh, there's one.
We couldn't do that. It's not the money or anything. It's just that nowadays, really elegant people never take hacks.
Axe is out.
They all go by streetcar.
J.P. Vanderbilt, Diamond Jim Morgan.
Then by all means, a streetcar.
Imagine just think, I've been elegant all my life and I never complained.
Of course, if you really want to be elegant,
We do.
you walk. Yes, no, it's really just Cornelia. Cornelius.
Oh, yes, so Mr. Hackle, I'm feeling great and look spectacular. Order back.
There is that acting like a born aristocrat.
Got elegance, you
Got elegance.
can never ever carry.
All who are well-bred agree anyway. Has pedigree.
Exercise your wildest wings tonight. We are out with diamonds tonight.
Silver spoons were used for feeding us. Got elegance if you wait. Got elegance you can never ever carry. Middle class, don't speak of it, savoir faire. Wearing good, someone born with rags and patches, but we use dollar bills for matches and J.P. Morgan scrapes and bows to us. We got elegance, we were born with elegance. Have you noticed when I hold my cup, the saucer get the wound? Elegance, we got built in elegance and we're We'll carry it on.
Look at them, isn't that just like the rich, counting their money again? Well, gentlemen, aren't you going to escort us in?
Oh, of course. Barbie. Mrs. Malloy.
Yes, Mr. Hackle.
Mrs. Malloy, as we walk in, may I?
Yes, Mr. Hackle.
May I put my arm around your waist?
Yes, Mr. Hackle. But I might as well warn you, a corset is a corset.
I don't want to go on stage. I just want to get married.
You heard this, Levi. This is the only way to show your uncle that we mean business. Do it a little bit faster. You're throwing me off step.
tonight, of all nights, our usual lightning service will be twice as lightning as ever. Or else.
Cornelius. Did he say 2 pheasants? 3, 4 pheasants for the house! And never mind about seeing that whale. By my own. Sir! Sir!
What's this boy shouting? This is the Harmonia Gardens restaurant, not one of
But
those.
sir, she's here, the lady.
What? Are you sure?
Like you told me, sir. 8 o'clock, on the nose, upload the carriage, pulled by 6 black horses, and...
It's her! Mrs. Levi, she's back! Rudolph, is it true? There's someone shouting outside the window. She's back! She just stepped out of her carriage. Fritz, tell the band. She just pulled out of the carriage.
Rudolph, it's true, no?
It's true, yeah! She just pulled out of a white and gold carriage, pulled by 6 white horses. The Scarlet Kings.
Ah, Rudolph, it'll be just like the old times again.
She's here.
Excuse me, girlie, but Dolly Gallagher! What are you doing in that getup? You're a half an hour late! And I demand an explanation of
Ernestina!
Exactly!
Ernestina, whom I trusted.
She wanted to do the hoochie coochie!
Oh, well, she always was artistic, Horace. Now, I'm going to ask them to move our table down front. There's one dancer in particular I want you to see. I'm as shocked as you are, Horace. I couldn't eat a thing. What have you ordered?
What you wanted? A chicken!
Oh, did you say chicken? No, I couldn't eat a chicken. No, not today, not after what has happened.
Great, then cancel the chicken!
And bring on a turkey!
What are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I'm just looking the place over. Getting acquainted with my surroundings, that's all.
That's the trouble with you, Dolly Gallagher. Always wanting to get acquainted with your surroundings. Always wanting to meddle in other people's business. Anybody who'd marry you would get as nervous as a cat.
What? What is that you said?
I said, anybody that would marry you would get as nervous as a cat.
Now, Horace Vandergelder, I want you to get that idea right out of your head this moment. I want you to understand once and for all, I have no intention of marrying you. Horace Vandergelder, you go your way, and I'll go mine.
Mrs. Levi, you misunderstood me.
I certainly do hope not. I'm not some Irene Malloy whose head can be turned by some chocolate-covered peanuts unshackled. Why, I'm surprised that you would even think such a thing.
I didn't mean that.
I certainly do hope not. If I ever had any intention of remarrying, it would be to a far more pleasure-loving man than you. Oh, here's the waiter with our food, but we won't discuss it anymore. Thank you, Rudy. I will serve Mr. Vandergelder. There we go. Now, look, here is some white meat, very tender and very tasty. And the dumplings are lighter than air. And, oh, the giblets, very good for you and so tender. No, Horace, as I said before, you go your way and I'll go mine. Now, here, start right in on the wine. You'll feel better at once. However, since you brought the matter up, there's one more thing I think I ought to say.
I didn't bring the matter up at all.
One more thing I think I ought to say. And before we forget all about it, you know, it's true, I'm a woman who likes to manage things, who likes to know everything that's going on, but I would never, ever want to manage anything as out of control as your house. No, you'll have to do that yourself, God helping you.
It's not out of control.
Oh, very well. Let's not talk about it anymore. Here, have some corn, Horace. It's good.
I don't like corn.
Oh, yeah, there we go. No, a troublesome, quarrelsome man like you would be no sort of a companion for me. I tell you what, Horace, you salt your pizza and I'll salt mine.
Will you stop saying that?
I won't say another word.
Good
table down front. There's one dancer I particularly want him to see.
Wait a minute! That man! That dancer!
Isn't he wonderful? With talents like that, he's sure to win the solid gold cup.
I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd, but I'm afraid we have to cut this visit a bit short.
Cornelius, oh God, I simply must have one dance.
Vanderbilt is right there. We gotta go.
We will go. The dance our way out.
Cornelius Hackle!
Mr. Vanderbilt!
Army Tucker!
Mr. Vanderbilt.
Ermengarde! Mrs. Levi! What are you up to? I don't want to hear any explanations. You're fired!
That's fair. You're all charged with disturbing the peace, assault and battery, inciting to riot, and several other equally serious violations against the law of this city. Now, is there anyone here to speak in your behalf? I say, is there anyone here to speak in your behalf? Mrs. Dolly Levi, counselor at law.
Your Honor, the defense rests. No, ladies and gentlemen, there is no need to call witnesses. When I see upon that bench a brow that gleams with honor, those snow white whiskers that bristle with fair play, and that nose. Oh, I ask you to look at that nose, ladies and gentlemen. Why, it's a flaming beacon of justice shining through the night. Would you turn this way so we can get a better look at your beacon? Oh, there, a living symbol of the motto of this great land, E probuscus unum. No, Your Honor, I wish to set
by obeyed your orders and stayed in Yonkers, New York. Your Honor, I am talking about none other than love.
What? You mean to tell me, after 33 years, all of a sudden you fell in love all because you got one evening off?
Oh no, I didn't fall in love with Mrs. Irene Malloy of this city in just an evening. An hour? No, less than that. What's less than a minute?
A second.
Less than that.
A moment? Yeah.
That's it. Isn't the world full of wonderful things? There I sat, cooped up in Yonkers for years and years, and all the while, wonderful people like Mrs. Malloy were wandering around New York, and I didn't know them at all. I don't know if you can tell from where you're sitting. Well, for instance, the way your eye and cheek and forehead come together right here. I tell you, a fine woman is the greatest work of God on earth. You can talk all you want about Niagara Falls or the pyramids. They aren't in it at all. Of course, I've seen women before, but today I talk to one equal to equal, and they're so different from men. They're awfully mysterious, too. I bet you can know a woman 100 years and you'd never really know for sure whether she liked you or not. Today I've lost so many things. My job, my future, everything people think is important, but I don't care. Even if I have to dig ditches for the rest of my life, I'll be a ditch digger who once had a wonderful day.
Excuse me, I missed a few words back then, Mr. Happy. Right after it only.
Ow! Ah! You stand, Mr. Vandergelder?
What? Oh, come crawling back at me.
Well, actually not. I was just coming back to my $145.35. You see, I've decided to go into business for myself, and since the only business I know is hay and feed, I'm opening my own store.
And Cornelius is on the perfect location, Mr. Vandergelder, right across the street from you.
So you think you can compete with Vandergelders, do you? Well, you just try. Oh, another one come crawling back, is it? Well, what do you want?
My back salary for the past 3 months, $6.12.
You can't do this to me! Any of you! I'll get courts! I'll go to lawyer! Ah!
Vandergelder, as I live and breathe. Aren't you handsome in that outfit? So few men nowadays would dare wear a tuxedo during the daytime. Now, I know you're not happy with Ernestina, but I have another girl in mind for you. But you were doing something. Don't let me interrupt you. What were you doing?
Getting Cornelius' money, Dolly. $146.
35 cents.
And $6.12 of mine.
And the money my mama left me. $52.48.
38!
48.
All right. All right. So the money everybody wants, the safe is upstairs.
Money, 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 money. Mr. Vandergelder's money. It's like the sun we walk under. It can kill or it can cure. Vandergelder is never tired of saying that the world is full of fools. And in a way, he's right. We're all fools. Himself, Irene, Cornelius, and myself. And we're all in danger of destroying the world in our folly. But the one way to keep us out of harm's way is to give us the 4 or 5 human pleasures that are all right in the world. But that takes a little money. Now the difference between a little money and no money is enormous and can shatter the world. And the difference between a little money and an enormous amount of money is very slight, but that can shatter the world. It's all in how you use it. As my late husband, Derrick, Levi, always said, money, pardon the expression, is like manure. It isn't worth a thing unless it's spread around, encouraging young things to grow. By the way, Ephraim, I'm ready for that sign.
Well, what are you waiting for? The front room's upstairs.
Now, Horace, I know what you're going to say, but I have found the ideal wife.
Dolly Gallagher, I don't need you define me any ideal lives. When I want one, I'll look for it. And I found her. And it's you, damn it.
Oh, why, Horace?
I know I've been foolish about Mrs. Malloy and that other woman,
wife with jewels and insist that she be the benefactress of the entire town. You know, Horace, it's bad business letting Cornelius open a store right across the street. You better take him back as your partner.
Partner?
And Barnaby can have Cornelius's old job.
Now see here, Dolly.
And then we can all dance at Ermengarde's wedding.
That does it! I'll dance at no wedding! Besides, I don't know how to dance. It would take me weeks, months, years to figure out how to... All right, I'll dance.
I never thought I'd hear you say a thing like that, Horace.
Well, the front room, idiot. Go on.
Horace Vandergelder, what is going on up there?
Oh, nothing. I just thought I'd have that room done up in old blue wallpaper.
Why, Horace.
I know the old paper ain't worn out yet, but he just set a new business and he needs a good start. Besides, my family has a saying about money, that it, pardon the expression, is a little like manure. It doesn't mean a thing unless you're willing to...
Thank you, Ephraim.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you here and you belong. I never knew, Dolly, without you, Dolly, life was all